Was there any particular schooling or education that you needed to receive in order to do your role effectively? And if so, can you share some of that with us?
Sure. In general, every role is unique, requiring different approach and preparations, obviously. And therefore, so-called education has no direct correlation or prerequisite. But when you're doing a character, it's more of understanding who the character is and what that character is about in a film. And if you can process that intellectually, then you don't need a college degree or graduate degree. Many people have not gone to college, but they understand who the character is or what the character does in the context of the storyline and the film. In that case, you really don't need a specialized education in a broadly, broad manner. Now, there are two types of acting in film, and this is where we kind of separate the categories. One is theater acting. Now, if you're interested in performing on live stage, like on Broadway, then you do need training in acting because it is very specialized. For example, it's live acting on stage requires a different skill set from film or TV, such as projecting. Now, what this means is that if you're performing on stage, say Radio City Music Hall, then everything you do on stage needs to be done in such a manner that the people in the very last row of the very last upper deck can see what you're doing. So when you are reacting to a situation, you can't just go, yeah, because people in the back row cannot see you. All they see is you just standing there. So in terms of projection, the actor has to go, yeah. Then people in the back realize, oh, he's saying something. But on TV, when you go like this, it looks awkward because the camera catches everything you see. So it requires different different acting skill to do theater. And that's Shakespearean type of thing. It's a lot more intense. And of course, good theater actors sometimes do not transition to good film actors because they can't separate the differences. But the ones who can separate and make that adjustment can go both ways. Now, for TV, it requires a different set of skills, which is that because you're dealing with a camera pretty much, and everything you do on camera it seems bigger and larger than life. So an actor does not need to use broad gestures, for example, to get scene across. So say there's a scene where the actor has to react kind of a undesirable manner. So the camera will shoot the person in the face, and he may just go like this, as in disapproval, right? But if you do what, and then it becomes overkill because the TV captures too much of it. So it's a very different approach to different mediums as to how you need to do what you need to do. If you
Sure.
overact on TV, then you lose credibility because it's a very subtle thing, And if you don't understand the difference, then you're not going to come across well. You have to also keep in mind when you're on set, the director has certain vision of what kind of a shot he wants. So he may want a broad shot. So on these large films, $135 million film, you get cameras right in front of your face, some are 10 feet away. Others are on a crane way in the back, about 50 feet away, right? And you think that because the camera is on a crane 50 feet, ahead of you or behind you, that you have to do grand gestures. No, because the camera zooms right in. Even though the camera itself is 50 feet away, pulls right into your face. So if you don't understand that, you feel like you want to compensate for that distance, then you're not gonna come across well because the camera is gonna pull in, zoom right in, and see your face. So these are things that take time to adjust and to understand. This goes back to my initial point. You have to have a broad understanding of what it takes to be an actor. It's not just trying to be cute. You know, you have to really understand the medium. Otherwise, you're not going to come around.